Microphone's falling there. I need to catch some people up on what they've been missing because I talk to you guys all the time. I don't talk to them as much, so I need to go live and have a discussion. Just catch people up. Let's have a little, chat. What's up, Super Forky? How you doing? It's been a minute since I've been live. I don't know if you saw my video today. I got a big live happening. Friday. Got a big one coming Friday. So if you're joining the YouTube chat later, we're talking movies. This is an AMA. Anyone who jumps in can ask me anything about movies. I'm specifically saying about movies because my friend Ken did one of these and just said, ask me anything. And he got some ridiculous questions. And he did try to answer them to his benefit or whatever. And maybe it wasn't a benefit for him, but he did do it. I was proud of him. But I'm just talking movies, physical media, movies, maybe some TV. What's up, Kobalos? Is that right? What's up, Danny? We are up to 44 because I was out of town last week. I'm technically about 4 behind based off the monthly average. So I got 4 more to do. But the good news is there's 3 other movies in the theater that I haven't seen. So I'm going to try and go tomorrow and see those 3, and I'll be just about where I need to be. I'll be, maybe it's not a full 8 behind because it isn't quite the end of the month yet, but that's close enough. I'm gonna make it up though. Watch me. I'm gonna make it up. What's up, you guys? How you doing, Dan? You doing good, buddy? So yeah, I just wanted to jump in here and sort of catch everybody up. We've got a big live happening Friday. I'm really pumped for it. There'll be a bunch of us in that live. It is a summer fantasy film ball game. It should be really, really fun. The last film ball game we did was ridiculous. Now we got a trophy, so there's actually something up for grabs. So the competition, I expect to heat up. Plus all the summer movies. There's so many summer movies, so that'll be the best way for you to get a summer movie preview out of us, physical media folks too. Trying to get some things going on currently. Well, if I can help you out in any way, sir, let me know. I will definitely be glad to do that. Us shave head guys got to stick together. Us shave head physical media collectors, because we know what's up. Let's see. You come back when you're ready. You come first. You're talking to Dan. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Although I did see you're putting out some pretty cool videos. I saw I saw the new Ari Aster movie yesterday, and I did put up a short video about it. I think I may have to go into a little more detail. I may have to do that over on the tube because I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I hated to say that because I really wanted to like it, but I didn't. And if anybody wants to ask me questions about that, for sure I'll answer them. I want to talk about this movie because it deserves to be talked about. What's up, Rerun? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I just thought I'd jump on and have a little chat, a little chit chat, a little movie talk, because I did see 3 movies back to back yesterday on my Pushing 100 journey, or Pushing 150 journey. Sorry, that was 100 was last year. So yeah, I was in the theater all day yesterday. I'm so annoyed too. And did you guys see my Transformers little video story I put up last night? Because I was in the theater literally all day, and between movies I would come out into the lobby, and they were working on this Transformer standee all day. It looked really complicated. So I put up a little video about it, and I think TikTok either muted the audio or made the video private. They said because of copyright. I mean, what? There was no music playing. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. TikTok's being a little weird to me right now. I think they did that before. What's up, Lonnie? Thank you for joining, you guys. If you don't mind tapping the likes a little bit, let's see if we can get some people in here. Let's make this little movie side chat. There's no fire here. I don't want any fire near my movie, so it's not fireside. It's a movie side chat. Let's make it worth all of our time. Let's talk about some movies. Yeah, so I saw. All right, trying to get this thing going here. Yeah, so I was there all day, and I don't know why they muted that video, but it's a thing. I've seen that Canon guy struggle with this a little bit too, so maybe they're hating on us physical media people a little bit. All right. So if you're in the YouTube and you're coming late, this is just a Q&A. So if you stick around, I'm sure I'll get some questions here, either from you guys on YouTube or here on TikTok, because I'm streaming on both platforms right now. So people are jumping in. Thank you for jumping in, you guys. I need to put the do not disturb on so I don't get these buzzes on you. Had to get up in your business a little bit there, you guys. Had to get a little close and personal, but we got it. Best 80s underrated horror films. You know, that's a whole series of videos, because I think my favorite era of horror, honestly, it's the 70s, because I tend to like things more on the serious side. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, original Halloween, those kind of things. But the 80s really had its own thing going on, and I do love the 80s. That would be my second favorite. Honestly, that my third favorite is going to be the early 2000s, because I think the 90s was a lot of, not so good. I think especially domestic horror. And the other reason the early 2000s would be where it is because of Asian horror and French horror, because they had it going on in the early 2000s. But I do love the 80s. Don't get me wrong. So 80s underrated horror movies. It's tough because the boutique companies are really showing love to all the 80s horror that they can get their hands on. So it's really, for a while I probably would have said Slumber Party Massacre, but Scream Factory showed a lot of love to that one. Now, so what I'll do is I'll say Slumber Party Massacre Part 3. That I like that one a lot. I like that one. Also, Silent Night, Deadly Night is a classic, but I'll jump ahead and say Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is kind of just a suck. It's just a montage of footage from Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 that wasn't used. So I like those two films, and you can get those on nice sets. The Silent Night, Deadly Night collection, 3, 4, and 5, you can get that from Vestron Video in a very inexpensive package. Slumber Party Massacre Part 3 you can get from Scream Factory in a twofer set. So that would be two movies I would say look for. What's up, Leo, buddy? What are you doing? If you want to go live with me, let me know. I'm just going to be in here for a little while, but if you want to jump in here with me, I'd love to chat with you. Just put it here in the message that you're going live, and I'll look for you. All right, let's see what's happening over. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Buddy, I was just doing a little live here. I'm on YouTube and TikTok simultaneous, and anybody wants to ask me any questions. And I've been out of pocket, especially on YouTube, for about the last week because I was out of town. I went on a cruise, and I do have feelings about that. I do. That was an experience. It was a gift to me from my sister, and I'd never been on a cruise before. So she wanted to see if I'm a cruise type of person, so she gifted me a cruise, and we did that. Let's see. You say you like the Silent Night, Deadly Night, no matter how bad they are. You have the new Vestron set. Yeah. I mean, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is kind of bad to me because it's really nothing. A good portion of it is repurposed footage, but I'd still binge 1 to 5 complete. I'd watch the whole set. I mean, for real, I would. Just got Halloween 4 on 4K. I need to get the Halloween set from Scream Factory, but I'm kind of waiting. I think it's too expensive for what they're giving you. What's up, Aaron? Have I seen Evil Dead Rise yet? I have not. I was going to see it yesterday, but I have a friend coming in town, and he begged me to wait till Friday to see it. So I'll have my thoughts over the weekend about that. You're on vacation, so maybe on the weekend. Well, Leo, are you going to join us? Are you going to be at least watching Friday night? Because you know it's Friday night, sir. Friday night's going to be a big night. Oh, you're in Ohio. Cool. What's the used physical media scene like in Ohio? Uh, Garbage day. It's garbage day. My garbage day here was yesterday. I took the garbage out. We handled it. Let's see. What's up, Tony? Thanks for joining. All right. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? What time on Friday? Don't want to. So Friday night at um, 8 o'clock CST. We will be live. It'll be me, Jason Frickering, Overly Honest Movie Reviews, uh, Nerdy Dustin 2.0. You should follow him if you haven't. He had his account kicked just like Movie Nerd did. So you have to go to Movies with Nerdy Dustin 2.0. And AV Collecting. We'll be having our summer movie fantasy film ball. So it's kind of a good way for us to do a preview of all the movies coming out for the entirety of the summer. We'll talk about them, and then we'll have the game. We'll be bidding, and the bidding is ridiculous. Let's see, media here still going good. Good, man, good. For me, I think it's getting harder to find used physical media because people like us are holding on to our stuff. So I've been having trouble finding good used stuff. You're watching Guardians of the Galaxy Friday. I got a special invite from my local theater. Well, la ti da, sir. Is it that cool theater that you have that I'm jealous of? Is that what's up? Well, if you can join us after the movie, I don't know what time your movie is, but we're gonna go start at 8 CST, and it'll probably take us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do the whole thing. You'll be posting a review. You're gonna post a review that quick. That's awesome. Is it opening this weekend? Oh yeah, I get it. My theater I was at yesterday is my second home also too. Like I said, I was there all day yesterday. I was there all day. Oh, I'm missing some stuff over here. What is Austin saying to me? Sir, you need to get the Evil Dead reset. I would do that, but I feel it's incomplete. I feel it's incomplete. Yeah, part two. Okay, we're Silent Night. It was definitely a clip show. Yes, vintage stock has great used stuff, but you have that's if you have one near. I don't have a vintage stock. I wish I did. I wish I did. They're such cool. Like all I have really, I have that you guys would maybe have heard of as McKay's. I thought it was next week. It seemed early. Um, yeah, it's a little early for Guardians yet, but I'm hyped for it. Guardians is going to be in our film ball, so we'll see how that goes. Should be a good game. Leo be jumping out and jumping back in. I see you. OCD style. Yes, we have McKay's, and then we have another store called The Great Escape, but I haven't gone there in a while because I felt the last time I went that their used stuff was overpriced. So really, it's just McKay's for us. So, um, you have a mom and pop place called um, Gardeners that sells movies. All right. And they have used books, comics, and Blu-rays, 4Ks. Oh, that's awesome. That's my jam. That's my kind of spot. Walking back into the 90s in there. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I just saw you tag me on something. I'm gonna go watch it. Yeah, I did tag. Okay. Well, you'll know after what I've just been talking to you about. You'll know why I tagged you um, in it, Leo. What's up, Christian? Thank you for joining, guys. Hit the like button. You guys, if you don't mind, tap that like button a few times, and let's see if we can get more people jumping into chat with us. I could really use a like or two over on the YouTube channel also. Let's see. You got your Halloween 4K for $24. That's a good price. That's a good price. I think that hard case is the only way that Halloween movies come right now. I don't know if they're going to release a version later without the hard case. I hope not, because I'm hoping to get them a little cheaper. Right now, I just have Halloween 3 of the new set. I still have my Halloween 4K from Lionsgate, and I will not give that one up because it is the one that's properly graded. The new Scream Factory is not color graded properly. I don't care what Dean Cundy says. He's just playing with it at that point because it looks like a modern music video, and that is not how that movie originally looked. What's up, Breezy? Thanks for joining. Chargers and what? Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for jumping in here and chatting with me today. Just having a little chat. Plenty of hard case right now. Yes, it's still out there in the hard case. So if you're watching this later on the YouTube, I haven't posted it in a bit because I've been out of town. I went on a cruise. Been a little behind on creating videos, so I'm going to get some done this week and try to be back fully on the ball next week. If you are not on TikTok and you want to see the Fantasy Film Ball game, I'll be playing a separate YouTube game on Saturday. I don't know the time yet, but I will put it out. I'll do a YouTube short and let you guys know. It's going to be sometime Saturday, probably early evening. I'll let you guys know. That one will be great too. That's what people have been playing for years. The TikTok game is a fairly new thing. Do you think the older Halloween 4K looks better? I 100% know the older Halloween 4K looks better. I won't argue that. It just does. Good lineup of people this Friday. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really fun. My opinion on Stranger Things. On Strange Things About the Johnsons. I haven't seen it. Somebody actually threw one in here. I haven't seen. What's up, Blake? Thanks for joining. We're just talking movies, answering some movie questions, just sort of chilling a little bit because I've been a little light on content. Because coming back from the cruise, I've been really tired and just been dragging a little bit. But I saw a bunch of movies yesterday, so we're back on track. John Wick 4 a few weeks. I saw John Wick 4 a few weeks ago. Yeah, I like John Wick 4. I think it's overliked, though. I think people like it a little too much. I think John Wick 4 went a little too cartoony for me. I like it. But the first one remains the best, then the second one, and then the fourth one. Because the third one's kind of not great. That is my ranking. That is my quick, off the cuff ranking of the John Wick movies. The Covenant in theaters last week. I saw The Covenant yesterday. I did put a review up on Letterboxd. I haven't done a video about it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video on The Covenant. I don't know if people care that much, but I did see it's a Guy Ritchie's newest movie, and it is a big improvement over his previous one, Project Fortune thing. I liked The Covenant. I think it's 100% predictable. Like, you know exactly what you're getting when you go into that movie. But overall, it's well acted. It's well directed. Guy Ritchie kind of rolled back his frenetic method of filmmaking. He dialed it back a little bit to kind of show respect to the subject matter because it is based on real events. But in the third act, you do get a little Guy Ritchie here and there, and I liked it. I thought it was good. It's a perfectly fine movie. 3 out of 5, I think, is what I gave it. Weird the Creep Show 3 is getting a Blu-ray. I hope that Blu-ray is still available. I need to get it. I thank you for reminding me because I think that is a ScreenFactory.com exclusive. You're not going to be able to buy that anywhere else. So I do need to get over there and look and see if it's still available. Let's see. Did I miss anything over here? I think I'm good so far. Just getting some stuff in the YouTube side. So you guys throw me some questions. Physical media, movies. I saw The Covenant. I saw Beau is Afraid. And the Pope's Exorcist, all back to back yesterday. I saw 3 films. All as part of my Pushing 150 project, where I'm trying to see 150 movies in the theater this year, and I'm a little behind, so I'm trying to do some catching up. You want to see Sisu? It looks like a good time. I 100% agree with you. I'm hyped to see that movie. It looks incredibly ridiculous, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. As soon as I see it hit theaters, I'm going. Is Pope's Exorcist any good? No, it is not. It tries to riff on, all the other tropes of the Exorcist genre, which is fine. if it had done them well, and it didn't, there's some really terrible sequences of CG in the movie. The story is bland. The characters are pretty bland. I was hoping at least that Russell Crowe would do some scenery chewing, because I can really enjoy him doing that, and he doesn't feel engaged. He's fine. He's just not good in the movie, and it might not be his fault, it might be bad direction, but it's not good. It's not good. There's some procedural elements that have been added that could have been a cool add to an Exorcist kind of thing, but the procedural stuff is so bland and basic, it feels like bad Scooby-Doo. So, yeah, I thought it was bad. I think I gave it a 1 out of 5 over on Letterboxd, but I have more detail on my Letterboxd review if anybody wants to go see it. We need a Killer Clowns from Outer Space uh, rerun in theaters. Didn't Fathom Events do that some time ago? They didn't. Yeah, I agree with you. They should do that. I agree. I'm not super big into the Killer Clowns movie because I don't find clowns scary particularly. It just doesn't do anything for me, but I understand why people like it. I understand why it's a cult classic 'cause I mean, it's a fun movie, though. It's a fun movie. Um, Beetlejuice 2 is finally happening. I don't know how I feel about that because yeah, I saw it's happening, and I don't know. I feel like it's a creature of its time, and I don't know if that lightning can strike twice. I got a sneaking suspicion, and you can hold me to this, but I get a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna be bad. I feel like it's gonna be bad. What did I think of the Flash trailer? I'm interested. I'm sad about all of the negativity going on with that movie. I feel bad because it actually looks good. It might be a good DC movie, and that sucks because, you know, one actor had to be an incredible freak and an asshole and ruin it, because when you look at the trailer, it looks like it might be pretty good. So, what are you gonna do? Outer Space is a horror comedy. I don't know if I've seen it. To be scary, what are you saying? Oh, Killer Clowns are meant to be scary? You don't think? So you're saying you don't think that they are meant to be scary? I agree. I don't think so either. I'm just not interested. It's kinda like Pirates. I'm not really interested in Pirates either. I'd never cared for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I just don't really care. But I get why people like them. I support their existence. It's just not for me. You don't think they'll pull off, Top Gun: Maverick with Beetlejuice 2? Oh, yeah. Top Gun: Maverick really was magical. Have I seen Creed 3? Yes, I saw Creed 3. I I didn't really like it, honestly. I liked Creed a lot. I like Creed 2 pretty good, and I didn't care for Creed 3. What's up, Brandon? Thank you for joining. Uh, Casino is way better than Goodfellas. You blaspheme. You blaspheme. How dare you? I disagree wholeheartedly, but I'm glad you like it. I like Casino. I like Casino, but, I think Goodfellas is a nearly perfect film. You saw Pirates 1 and 4 in theaters, but that's it. I've only seen the first one, I think, maybe? Maybe I did? I don't remember. Can't remember. I think I did. You disagree, Casino is boring to me. I see, and I think the reason people think Casino is boring is 'cause it's too long. I like Sharon Stone a lot in Casino. It's got a great soundtrack, of course. It's shot well. I like it. It's too long, though. Aqua Teen Hunger Force before. Yes, I used to love Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I became kind of friends with one of the editors of that show because we both had a film touring the film festival circuit at the same time, and we kept running into each other, and we just sort of became friends. I like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It is a good brand of weird. I like it. I think it's fun. Let's see. Liked Goodfellas and Casino equally, but for different reasons. Fair enough, because, they're both they have the same director, some of the same cast, similar soundtrack, but they're still very different movies. Yeah, far too long. You agree with me? Okay. Too much filler. I don't know if I call it filler, but it really does feel too long. It needed to be rolled back a little. Uh, let's see. Sharon Stone was fine in Casino. Best performance she ever did. I disagree. Sharon Stone's best performance is in Basic Instinct. 100,000% best performance of years by Sharon Stone. She was amazing in that movie. Casino actually has 3 acts, whereas Goodfellas has the same 1 act 3 times. Disagree. 1,000% disagree. But that's okay. That's okay. What's up, Reese? Thank you for joining. Let's what did you say here? Basic Instinct was great too. Yeah. I love talking about Basic Instinct's 4K release though, because people get so wound up saying that it doesn't look right. And these are people who have never seen the movie in the theater. All they've seen is that blue tinted Blu-ray that was out for 20 years or whatever, and it was inaccurate. I've gone to a couple of different repertory screenings of Basic Instinct on film, and it does not have that blue tint. The film is not tinted blue. That's something that was done on the Blu-ray. So the new 4K is much more accurate to what the movie is supposed to look like. And people get really torqued up about how, oh, the color is wrong. No, it's not. Really isn't. And it was done by Studio Canal, and I think they know what they're doing. Just saying. I need to get that, by the way. I don't know if we're going to get a domestic release of it, so I'm going to have to import it. On my list. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Hit me with some questions. Let's talk about. Um, just a reminder for anybody new that's joined. If you can join me Friday night, 8 p.m. CST. I did a little video about it earlier. If you want to check that out, with some images of the trophy. We are having a summer fantasy film ball game. I'll explain the rules of fantasy film ball and all that stuff Friday night, and I think I'm going to do some kind of giveaway related to it. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on that, but the fantasy film ball bidding is really fun. Basically, we'll be previewing all the summer movies, talking about them, talking about how we feel they're going to do theatrically, and bidding on the ones we think are going to make the most box office. It'll be a fun time. Always a good time to play fantasy film ball. Either Basic Instinct or Casino for Sharon Stone. Best performance. Hard to decide sometimes. Not for me. Let's see. Movies that you can't unsee. Um, I still can't unsee The Human Centipede. Yeah, so I like to recommend something because it's one thing that always happens in these discussions is, or in these lives is, I like this, Reese's question, movies that you can't unsee, because it opens the door a little bit to some different stuff. Because inevitably, The Human Centipede or Cannibal Holocaust or Serbian Film, all these same movies come up. Someone will bring them up as far as most disturbing films and whatever. I'll recommend you a movie that you can't unsee. Spank and the Monkey. See if you can find that movie. That movie is so low-key disturbing to me. It's twisted. Um, basically, the story is, uh, a woman, gets hurt and has no one to take care of her but her son, who is a teenage son in adolescent years, you know, and a weird-ass relationship starts between the 2 of them. That movie is twisted as hell. It's not gory, it's not, gratuitous thematically and psychologically. That you can't unsee that movie. Ugh. That's my recommendation. There's something different for you. See if you can find that one and watch it. And let me know what you think if you do find it and watch it. It's called Spanking the Monkey. You say you can't unsee Solo as well. Solo is just mediocrity, you know? It's white bread, you know? It's just not it's not good, I agree, but it's not that one doesn't, you know, really bother me. I kinda wish I still oh, I see you're talking about the different versions of Basic Instinct coming out. I wish I still had I had I had the DVD, I think it was a DVD, but it came in a clear case that looked like a block of ice and it had an ice pick in it. I kinda wish I'd kept that, to be honest. I just put the 4K in it. Let's see, the strange things about the Johnsons is something you can't unsee. You need to watch alright, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Let's see if I can find it. And don't get me wrong, Human Centipede, is twisted for sure, but I just wanna recommend something different to everybody. The DVD version had the ice pick. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, if I still had that, I wish I did because literally would do that. I would buy the 4K. I'd get a standard edition 4K, import it from the UK, and throw that into that case. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, let's see. Just wanna pull up a tab here real quick. Alright. Because I wanted to give you the year on that movie. Um, Spank and the Monkey is from '94, I think. Yeah, '94. It's directed by David O. Russell. I'm not sure if that baby is out to stream or whatever. What about Event Horizon? Are you trying to set me off? Is that what you're doing? Because you know I hate that movie. For real, Event Horizon, I hate that movie. I don't understand the love because it's just not good. Artisan put out some weird DVD editions. Um, I remember the Total Recall Mars on um, Mars 10. I do remember that because you literally I had that. You had to keep the J card because it was shaped like Mars, and it literally would just roll off the shelf if you didn't keep the J card to sit it down inside it. They did do some weird stuff. What's up, user 1119280? Come on. Yeah, Event Horizon. Don't like that movie. That is nostalgia talking. What's directed by Ari Aster? I missed it. Did I miss something? Movies that I can't no? I guess I didn't. No. If you're talking about Spank and the Monkey, yeah, that's David O. Russell movie. And David O. Russell's done some, interesting stuff. Let's just say it that way. Acting Her Force Follows, um, Scientism is a good movie. I'm sure, because I haven't actually seen, Octane Hunger Force in a long time. I did like the show, though. They got rid of the 10 later and just put, Total Recall in a standard case with slip. Yeah, I think the version I got of Total Recall pre-4K was just a standard Blu-ray, and then now the 4K is out, and I picked that up. I didn't bother with the Steelbook, I just got the regular 4K. I don't always have to have the Steelbook. I didn't think it was that great. Oh, the strange thing about, the Johnsons isn't that a short film, by the way? Seems like it might be on YouTube. Do I have the T2 Ultimate Edition DVD with metal tin and flipper disc? I don't have that, but I think I did have it. Didn't it have a raised endoskeleton? in the tin on the front, and I think that tin was actually just a slipcover. It wasn't a full case, if I remember right. Seems like I might have had that at some point. I'm pretty sure I did have that. Um, but yeah, I got rid of that when I upgraded it from DVD to Blu-ray. They had some weird steel slips before steel books. The Highlander one was that way too. It was like a steel slipcover, kinda. It was interesting packaging. What movies you own? Um, well, I'm close to 3,000 movies in the collection, if that's what you're asking. The House that Jack Built, that's one I've been meaning to watch, not for the weak stomach. I gotta get around to it. I don't know why I've been dragging my feet on it. Oh, yeah, it is a short film. I thought so, and I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I just need to get a look at it. No, the Raised Indo was the later Extreme DVD. Okay, that's the one I had. That's the one I had. What's up, Kiro? Thank you for joining. You guys hit the like button. Share the live if you don't mind. That'll be great. We're gonna chat a little longer here and see if we can get a few more people in here to chat with us. We're just doing an AMA movie edition, so you can ask me whatever about physical media, about movies, a little bit about TV, whatever. Let's see. The Ultimate Edition slip just had T2 on the front and just silver metal. It seems like I had that one too. Maybe I didn't. I did have the Extreme Edition though. I did have that one. It was extreme. Do you watch movie trivia, uh, Schmodown? No, I don't. I don't. You always thought Signs as a horror comedy? Um, well, okay. I think Signs has some funny moments in it. I actually like Signs. I think it's a little bit underrated, but I never really thought of it as a horror comedy. Let's see. Have you seen the movie Found Found from 2012? It's called Found? I don't think so. I don't think I have. Do you watch oh, no, I did that one already. Alright. Let's see what we got going over here. See what Austin's talking about. You have the Skynet edition blue also. Wow, you really keep all your editions. I don't have the room for multiple editions. If I'm double dipping, I think I have a series of videos on the tube about my double dips because I don't do it very often, and usually it's not because of packaging. It's usually because of extras. Uh, biggest example I can think of, the quickest one off the top of my head that I have double dipped is Silence of the Lambs. I have the 4K from Kino, and then I still have the Criterion because the Criterion has some extras that Kino Lorber didn't get. So just watch The House that Jack Built. So it's quite a movie. It's streaming somewhere, right? Or do I need to go and get the physical? If I like it, I'm gonna get the physical anyway. Do you think Best Buy will ever have their movie selection like it used to be? Seems to decrease. I don't think they will ever have their movie selection like it used to be. In fact, I think their movie selection will probably shrink more. I think we'll eventually get to a spot where all they have are their Best Buy exclusive steelbooks. I think that's what's eventually gonna happen. I mean, look at what's happened with vinyl. It'll be about the same, you know? Weirdly, I think Target is carrying more vinyl now than movies. That sucks. I like buying my movies in person, and honestly, Best Buy doesn't need to hear this. I don't mind paying a little bit more sometimes to buy movies in person. I like to binge shop, and binge shopping is not the same online, but it is what it is. We'll have to do what we have to do. Still have your Predator 2 disc DVD. Yeah, got rid of all the Predator stuff. I got the Predator 4K box set. It seems to be pretty complete as far as extras, so, let's see. Have you watched The Wire? I have not. The Shield? I have watched The Shield. I liked it a lot. 6 Feet Under? I really liked 6 Feet Under. One of the best finales of all time. Lost? Absolutely. I have the giant Lost box set back there. Dexter, I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons of, and I just kinda fell off with it. Breaking Bad, I did watch, felt it was overrated, but liked it. And Fringe, yes, I watched Fringe. I like Anna Torv. It's pretty cool to see Anna Torv come back into some genre TV when she was in The Last of Us. We all know how that went for her, though. And Better Call Saul, I have not watched Better Call Saul. So that's my quick reactions to those. I can answer more about it. I probably should watch The Wire, and that might be something I binge at some point because I hear such good things. Um, 6 Feet Under, I'd like to revisit that show, actually. I really liked it. Lost, I revisited not too long ago, actually. Still good. I know the series finale is divisive, and people that don't like it, I totally get why you don't, but it's okay. I like it. Media Play was a cool place too. Yeah, I remember, Media Play, I remember going in there. They had, a lot of J-horror, which was kinda weird. They had things that not anybody else would carry, and when they closed, I went in there and spent, I don't know, hundreds of dollars. I prepared for it when the word was that they were gonna close, and went in and bought a lot of movies from them. I honestly am, you know, curious whether Best Buy is gonna last, not even just the movies, because I see Best Buy doing some stuff with their weird subscription program and stuff like that that reminds me of Circuit City before they died. Circuit City did all kinds of weird stuff before they closed down too, and Bed Bath& and Beyond is officially gone. They're closed. They'll be closed by the end of June. They don't do movies, but just these big stores are suffering, and it kinda sucks because I like to go out and shop. My Name is Earl, I have not watched. Mr. Robot, I watched for a while, and I kinda just fell off on it, and I don't really have any reason why because it was good. It was a good show. I should go back and revisit. Westworld, this 1st season is good, 2nd season sucked, and I dipped. Walking Dead, I was with it till the end. I understand the first 4 seasons are good, and it gets bad after that, it's fine. It did, but I was committed, so I stayed with it. Sons of Anarchy, I haven't watched, but I think I would probably like it. Black Mirror, I have watched, and, there's a trailer out right now for the new season, so Slasher, I haven't watched. Sopranos, yes, I have watched The Sopranos. Sopranos is um, classic TV. You? Oh, the show You? No, I haven't watched that. I think I might have watched a little bit of it. I don't watch a lot of Netflix shows, to be honest. It's not good. All these physical stores are closing. It's getting kinda dystopian. Well, the bad thing is and I see so many people that just are hooked into ordering from Amazon, we're gonna be in a situation where it's the only place you can get stuff, and I don't think we want that. I don't think we want that. So, people need to get out and spend some time amongst the people, you know? Let's see, you recommend Shameless. Shameless looks like a good show. I've seen a little bit. It was actually a Showtime show that I guess is now on Netflix. The Walmart movies section, is so small now, it's comical at this point. So Walmart is weird because some Walmarts have a really big movie section, and part of that is because Walmart actually has their fingers in the pie of the low budget movie industry. They're, funding some of these movies in the background, so they have a stake in them, which is why you'll see 1 or 2 racks, maybe 1 rack of big Hollywood new releases, and then a giant section in some stores of those low budget straight to DVD movies. So they're a little weird, they're a little different there. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with that. People are lazy these days. Yes, people are lazy. Amazon is the new Walmart. Yes, agree. Bull moose. I am jealous of people who have access to bull moose because it looks really cool. I would love to have a bull moose near me. See, have I watched, Hellbound? No. Squid Games, yes. I thought Squid Games was okay. I liked it. All of Us Are Dead, no. Haven't seen that. Sweet Home, nope, and Alice in Borderland. I liked season 1 of Alice in Borderland quite a bit. I got I dipped on season 2, I didn't finish it. I don't think it's season 2. Season 2 kinda disconnects from what made the show good, I think. Let's see. Walmart was okay too in the '90s for VHS. Okay. I don't remember, honestly. Bull Moose has the hookup. Yeah, it looks really cool, and I think Bull Moose has new releases too, right? It's not just a secondhand store. Yeah, I think I saw that they have new releases, which is cool. Kmart was okay too in the '90s for Kmart. I've forgotten about Kmart. It's so weird because there's a few Kmart locations around the outskirts of Nashville, not in the city, but around the outside edge of it that still look like Kmart's. It's got obviously other businesses in them now, but they still have that look. What about The Witcher? No, I haven't watched The Witcher. Barry? Nope. Heard Barry's good though. From? No, I would like to see From, but I don't have that streaming service. And Yellow Jackets I am gonna watch. I've turned on the pilot twice, and I know I did it too late because I fell asleep during it. So, I do need to watch Yellow Jackets, though. I know there's a new season incoming of that one if it hasn't already started. Um, yeah, Bull Moose has new releases. See? I'm jealous of that. Do I remember the retail store Venture? No, I don't think so. Kinda like a Walmart, Target, or Kmart type, but closed in '98. Mm-mm, I don't think so. Doesn't ring a bell. You never watched Game of Thrones. I finally gave in to the pressure and did watch Game of Thrones and liked the first few seasons of it, and then it the one thing that made people the maddest, it seems like in the final episode, I agreed with though, so whatever. I think, Game of Thrones is worth a watch though. Generally, it was pretty good. Have you watched Beau is Afraid? Yes, I have watched Beau is Afraid. I did a quick video about it yesterday, and I did do a Letterboxd review. If you guys aren't following me on Letterboxd, it's just OTS Movies, just like my TikTok and YouTube. Um, I went on record when the trailer came out saying that it didn't look particularly good, and I went to see it yesterday with an open mind and a hopeful heart, and I was proven right. I don't think it's very good. I think it's self-indulgent of the filmmaker. It's bloated. It tries to be more high-minded than it actually is. I thought it was bad. I think Ari Aster and Robert Eggers are 2 of the most overrated filmmakers in the industry right now. Each of those filmmakers has one good movie. Robert Eggers has The Witch, and Ari Aster has Midsommar. That's it. Everything else they've done are just long ass art pieces. And um, Beau is Afraid, unfortunately, is that. It's cinematically interesting to look at. There's some great editing in it. There's some great cinematography, some really good art direction. But the story is just it doesn't work. It does not work. You're going tonight to watch it, but also gonna try and be open-minded as well. Well, let me know what you think. Jump on my video about it and leave me a comment. Let me know how you felt about it. See, I agree. Ari Aster, uh, overhyped. Yes, Hereditary and Midsommar are all right, but that's just me. I got to watch them both again. I watched Hereditary a second time, and it confirmed to me that there's some good moments, but it's not a good movie. Let's see. Yeah, if you could, yeah, just jump on my video about that, Beau Was Afraid, and let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear your opinion. Let's see. What about, my opinion on Babadook? It's a great psychological thriller, not a great horror movie. I liked it. It's good, but it was hyped to me as the scariest movie ever, you know? I think that was the first movie in this new wave of things that's been going for years now, where people get on social media and just hype stuff to the ends of the earth, and it's not deserving. Knock at the Cabin opinion, bad movie. I thought Knock at the Cabin was not good. Had wooden acting, it had weird editing. I even think the cinematography was kinda funky, and then, yeah, the story didn't work. Fully predictable and boring, and I wanted it to be good. Like, he has a couple of movies that I like, and I wanted him to have this comeback, but he's just not getting. Operation Hunger Force was, canceled. Oh, that sucks. Scream 6 opinion, didn't like it. I think, I'm drawing a blank on her name now from Scream 4 and Heroes. Uh, Shit, forgot her name. Anyway, I think she was bad in the movie. I think she tried too hard and it showed. Also think the twist was ridiculous and too much. I did not like it. The Batman. I think the Batman's first 3 acts were pretty good. I think the first 30 minutes of the Batman is stunningly good, and then it decreases to an average area, and then act 4 of the Batman is unnecessary. In the end, like, it levels out at about a 6 out of 10 for me, the Batman. The Batman is way overhyped. He's a terrible Bruce Wayne. Um, the detective sequences were a joke. He goes back to the apartment, and there's evidence the police just left. Very important evidence in the apartment for him to find. That's a no. The Whale, I thought was okay. I thought was okay. I think, Sadie Sink's character got a lot of unfair hate. I think she was the most interesting character in the movie, to be honest. I thought it was alright. I didn't like the ending so much, but because it was utterly predictable, but I think it was alright. Act 4 felt a bit rushed, and loved the movie, but just turned into a mess at the end. Yeah, they needed a big action sequence for no reason because it's Batman, and that's dumb. Everything Everywhere All at Once opinion. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is an amazing movie. I loved it. In my circle of friends, I was the first to see it and hyped it to everybody. Now I saw some other movies I think were better. Like, when we did our top 10s, people were shocked it wasn't my number 1 because it's everybody's number 1. It wasn't my number 1. But I really like it. I think it's really good. Talking about the Batman, yeah. Yep, yep. Um, well, shit, Cannon guy, what you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you up to? I'm just answering movie questions. You wanna jump in here with me, let me know. Beef with Steven Yeun. I need to watch it. It's on my watch list. I will watch it. It's Netflix, so it's very difficult for me because I don't invest much time with Netflix. Just sat your ass down. Been a long one. Well, shit. Let's see. The Evil Dead Rise was cool. I'm gonna see it Friday. I'll let you know what I thought of it. Copy. I'll see it Friday, and I'll maybe do a video. You gave up on M. Night Shyamalan years ago. That's reasonable. Have I seen the trailer for Hypnotic? Yes, I'm interested. I like Robert Rodriguez. I want him to do something good, so I have hope. Has Ben Affleck. I'll see it. We need Danny DeVito as uh, the big one again. I'd be down for that. You're gonna see Super Mario on your birthday. Well, I think it's a meh movie. It's alright. I mean, if you're just going for video game nostalgia, you'll have a good time. If you're going for a story, though, you're gonna be disappointed. Happy early birthday, Eric. Hey, Super Forky. Have I watched the show Greatest Directors of All Time? Is it a show? I don't think so. Succession, I have not watched yet. I will though. I know it's ending now. Would I legally change my name to Riddick for $50,000? No, it costs a bit more than that. I will watch Beef. I'm gonna watch Beef. Everybody's been asking me about it. It looks good. It just it's Netflix, guys. I just can't give Netflix much time, but I'm gonna do it. Everybody says it's so good. Want Dune 2 trailer. Didn't we get a Dune 2? Maybe that was just at CinemaCon. They showed a Dune 2 trailer. So we should be getting it very soon. Yeah, it should be happening shortly, I think. Is David Lynch one of the greatest directors of all time? Not for me. I would get why people would say he is, though. He is definitely a maverick director, and I respect that. I just don't like a lot of his movies. Favorite David Cronenberg? Ooh, I like this question. I like this question. I love David Cronenberg, and he's done so many good movies. I'm gonna have to go with 2 movies because it depends on my mood. It's gonna be Videodrome, the classic James Woods movie, or Existence, or I think they actually say Existenz in the movie. If you like video games, you should watch Existenz. David Cronenberg has a very interesting riff on video games in that movie. Those are my 2 favorite Cronenbergs, but he's done I love everything. I'm we need Spider. If you haven't seen Spider by David Cronenberg, we need that on a 4K. Somebody needs to get on that. Such a cool movie. That Cannon Guy, you started it? What did you start at Cannon Guy? I missed your what did you say? Um, you started it. You need to see where this goes. Are you talking about Beef? What do I think of Twin Peaks? I think Twin Peaks is okay. And I never finished it, to be honest. It just kind of fell off. Like, I started watching it on streaming somewhere, wherever it was for a while. Maybe it was on Netflix or something, and I just kinda fell off. It's good, though, I get it. I get why people like it. It's weird. Have I seen the Boondocks, that TV show? Little bit, bits and pieces. It seems like it's funny. You love Existence. Awesome. It's so cool to see somebody else who mentioned no one talks about that movie with Cronenberg, and it's so damn good. Videodrome and Crash is a great movie. I love to show Crash to people who don't know David Cronenberg and just, like, make the entire room uncomfortable. I love doing that. Crash is so fun. Weird to say Crash is fun, but Crash is fun. Or should I say fun to show to people that are uninformed. Um, Poppy, you're in the YouTube channel. I'm actually, you and Austin are over there. I'm actually on both platforms. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. So questions from both sides. Denzel Washington and John Q is a good film. I think for me, it's just one of those films, those 90s action-y kind of movies. I mean, it's not bad because Denzel is always good, but it doesn't register too much for me. So you just collect, uh, what? Material possessions? Alright. I know I collect experiences too. A lot of my material possessions come to me through experience, and I collect those experiences too. Um, did I see Beau is Afraid? Yeah, I've been talking about that off and on. I didn't think it was very good. I did a video yesterday, and I did do a letterbox post. I was disappointed. Have I played Silent Hill 2, the game? Yes. Silent Hill 2 was great. Have I seen yes, I did that one. I'm just gonna go back just going back up a little bit. If I missed it, ask me again. Trying to keep up here. Let's see. Did you watch, Possession from 1981? I saw last year. You talking about the Sam Neill movie? Because if you are, I love that movie. It actually it did a theatrical tour last year, 35 millimeter film print for that movie, and I got to see it in my theater last year. I I love that movie. It's so weird. It's really good. I have not gone to CinemaCon. I would love to go though. I would love to go to CinemaCon. What's up, Alex? Thanks for joining. You guys tap that like button there for me a little bit if you can. That'd be great. I'd appreciate it. I'll get the word out. Maybe we'll have some more people jump in here and ask some questions. Talking about movies, talking about physical media. I'm doing a project where I'm seeing 150 films in the theater in 1 year, so I'm seeing almost everything. Yesterday, I saw Beau Was Afraid, The Covenant, and The Pope's Exorcist. That was a hell of a day of movies, let me tell you. Let's see. You were so jealous of the Flash screening. Wish you were there. I'm curious. Thank you for following. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the live. All that stuff really helps get the word out and get some more people with us. Love talking about movies. I'm also live on YouTube. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Thoughts on the Silver Globe? Um, I don't know. What's that? Is that a movie? I haven't seen it. Rec opinion. I love Rec. Rec is amazing. Um, someone asked what my favorite Spanish war film was the other day, and I think I said The Devil's Backbone, and then someone reminded me, "Hey, there's Rec," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're probably right. That's probably yeah." I love The Devil's Backbone, but I probably watch Rec a lot more. We need to we need a reissue of Rec because I think it went out of print. I think it did. Not sure. Screen Factory has it. I don't know that we'll ever get a 4K of Rec because it's shot on video. It's not something we necessarily need. I do need to add it to my collection. There's 4 of them, I think. You really only wanna watch the first one. The remake is just a sad version of the first one of the original. It's not that it's terrible, it's called Quarantine. It's alright, but you really wanna watch the Spanish Silver Globe, written directed by Andres Zawinski, same as Possession. Oh, well, then I need to look that up. I haven't seen it. Favorite found footage movie? Favorite found footage movie? I think my favorite found footage movie is gonna be The Last Broadcast because it is so underappreciated for really being the first found footage movie in the specific, form that found footage movies exist in today. A lot of people will say, Cannibal Holocaust or whatever, but it's not the same. The Last Broadcast is a really fun shot on video found footage movie. If you can find it, I recommend. A piece of trivia about that movie is it was the first movie streamed to a theater from satellite. So I like The Last Broadcast a lot. Really hard to find, but big big recommend if you do. Oh, we talking about the silver ball thing? I'll see if I can find it. I'm pretty good at finding stuff like that. What is the last broadcast, it's, let me see if I can give you guys a date because it would help. Let's see. It's an old one. If I could spell, it would be cool. Okay, there it is, 1998. 1998 was the last broadcast, and it's a film crew ventures into the forest in search of the mythical Jersey Devil. It's shot like not documentary style, it's shot news footage style. So I actually think it holds up a little. It's maybe not as well acted, but I think generally it holds up better than the Blair Witch, to be honest. Let's see. Um, Thanks for joining. Put username here. All right, we've got some weird stuff happening. I may have to deal with some stuff happening over in the. Oh no, we got it. We got it. All right, let's see. You really enjoy Chronicle? Chronicle's a fun movie. I enjoy Chronicle also, and I think it's a fun riff on found footage. But I really would, if I'm putting it out there, I'm gonna put out the last broadcast. I think more people need to finally see that movie because it really is. It was for me the first found footage movie I ever saw too. All right, you guys. It's actually been a lot of interesting questions. It's been fun chatting with you guys about movies. Let's see. Have I seen Burning? Burning, I haven't seen. Minari, I bought. I will be watching soon. Mayhem, I haven't seen. Humans, I saw. I didn't like it. I saw it in the theater. Yeah, Steven Yeun movies. Burning, I hear is amazing. Minari, also, I understand is amazing. So I bought it. It's blind buy, but I will be watching it soon. Mayhem, I don't know too much about, other than it exists. Thoughts on Lars Van Trier? Um, all right. I think it really varies from movie to movie. I don't know that I would call myself a fan, but I do enjoy some of his movies. Let's see. All right. Let's just take a look here, and I'll give you some quick thoughts. Let's look at his directing. All right. Let's see. Because I've seen a lot of Lars Van Trier's movies. Mm, House of Jack Built is, I guess that's what brought it up because I need to watch that movie. Let's see. Is that the one that we're curious? I love that he has so many credits in camera and electrical. Are there any other specific movies you're asking me about? The House of Jack Built I haven't seen yet. Favorite director is gonna be hmm, probably so probably gonna go with 2 because I tend to split my love of film in 2 directions. One is a narrative and the other one is a documentary. I really like Errol Morris a lot, and I really like John Carpenter of a certain era. Maybe it's the John Carpenter, Deborah Hill combo. Um, John Carpenter really impacts my own work, um, visually, and Errol Morrison affects my own work creatively, content wise. So there you go. Antichrist, yes, I have that movie. It is a great movie. It is a very hard movie to watch. That's on Criterion if you guys want to check it out. If you haven't, I recommend it. If the thing about Antichrist that works so well is um, it's not just the visceral imagery because there is a lot of that, but it's also psychologically impactful. So it's a study on grief and love and relationships and a lot of stuff on top of the visceral imagery that's there. It's a good one. Gaspar Noé movies. I love Gaspar Noé movies. I love them. Um, So my number one, someone was asking me about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Um, it was up there, but my number one movie last year was Vortex. You haven't seen it? You need to see it. It might be one of Gaspar Noé's best movies. I highly recommend it. The movie devastated me. It's a lot. Hello, are we talking about Antichrist? Agreed. I struggled with it at first, but sat with it and loved over time. Yeah, that's a reasonable reaction to that movie. Have I seen The Vampire Doll? No, I haven't seen that one. Irreversible? I love Irreversible. I think Irreversible is one of the hardest movies in the history of movies to watch. Hang on, let's see. That I haven't shown any physical media. Whoa, my microphone dropped. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Clickety click that happened right there. So there's the. Oh, whoop, I grabbed the wrong one. Dang it. There you go. There it is. This is a powerhouse release of the movie. It is beautiful. It has that Criterion kind of edge to edge artwork, which is really cool. This one has a beautiful, perfect bound book poster, but I just don't see myself ever putting a poster up on my wall for Irreversible. I just don't see that happening. Yeah, this is a gorgeous edition of Irreversible. Thank you for sharing the live. What's up, Blu-ray Daddy? I love you too, man. I love you. I miss you. Everybody didn't like. Well, yeah. Who's gonna like that scene? That scene's not meant to be liked. That one is definitely. I think I missed some stuff while I was pulling it off the shelf. So if you want to hit me with it again, if I missed your comment, let me know. Vortex was amazing. Great film about death and aging. Loved Argento's performance. It's the best thing Dario Argento's done. Better than any movie he's directed in 20 years. So let's see. What did I think of the Omen remake? I didn't like it. I did not like it. Yeah, Vortex like kind of traumatized me a little bit, to be honest. And Dario Argento as an actor, he was pretty stunning. It was pretty amazing. He's done other movies as an actor, but his portrayal in that particular movie, incredible. What are some of Dario Argento's movies? Like specific? Oh, best movies. So everybody goes to Suspiria, and Suspiria is a classic, and it is a beautiful movie and 100% great. But it's not my favorite. Um, see, I've got one or two. I got one or two Argento movies, and I think these are all stellar movies. Camera. My favorite here is 100% going to be Deep Red. Beautiful 4K, by the way. These are all Arrow Video imports. And then I think it highly underrated sort of Argento is Phenomena as a young Jennifer Connelly and Donald Pleasance. He's not young, obviously, but she's young in this movie. One of her earlier roles. It's a classic. All these are good. There's a couple of Giallos here. I hope the Arrow's going to do more of these releases because I've been importing the whole thing. Tenebrae. This was sort of Argento's comeback film after more people kind of jumped in and jumped on the giallo bandwagon. This was a more straight ahead kind of movie for him. Really good though. There's my recommendations. Suspiria is great too. Do I think Avengers 5 and 6 will make big money or bomb? Well, it's too early to tell. I gotta see what they look like. What is giallo? Giallo is an Italian horror, a subgenre of Italian horror that is more of a thriller. They have certain tropes in them as a thriller, usually POV shots from the killer perspective, almost always with black gloves. And there is definitely a Scooby-Doo mystery vibe to pretty much every giallo, whether it's a detective chasing a killer or a writer, for example, chasing a killer. It's someone's investigating and trying to find a killer. The killer is almost always serial killer, usually killing pretty ladies. Very stylized movies. Fulci did them. Most of the big Italian directors of the '70s did, threw their hat in the ring of giallo. I think Argento probably did do it the best, honestly. But yeah, that's. But there's a lot of great giallo out there that's not Dario Argento. Um, why do they keep remaking movies? No more original ideas. What happened? Well, okay, so movie remakes are not new. We there have always been and always will be movie remakes, and they will always be done for the same reason. Now, I think early on, I think movie remakes were done out of love for the original, and the filmmakers wanted to do their own riff on that movie. I think that's kind of where it maybe started, but studios started to see value in the nostalgia. It's an already existing IP. Half the marketing, two-thirds of the marketing is already done. So there's a guaranteed return on investment. It's like the lowest ROI of cinema because people are gonna who love the original are gonna come see it. So that's why, and that's why it'll continue, especially in theatrical because it puts butts in seats. If we wanna stop having remakes, stop going to the movies, to see them, stop seeing them, but people keep going. Uh, The Hunt with Mads Mikkelsen was good. I swear it seems like I saw The Hunt. I love Mads Mikkelsen. What was the thing that he did recently? The Storm Riders. I like that one a lot too. Favorite superhero movie. Favorite superhero movie. Um, Unbreakable. We were just talking about M. Night Shyamalan, and it's part of the reason I want him to make a comeback. I think Unbreakable was ahead of the game and was underappreciated because it was misunderstood. I think if Unbreakable came out now, it would be explosive. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bush Latte. You drink coffee? I love coffee. What's up? Yeah, that's a great name. Mads played Hannibal Lecter. Yes, I didn't see the show. I didn't see the show. 80s American slashers definitely took a lot from giallo. I think so too. Yeah. You look at movies like Curtains and that kind of thing. Yeah, I agree. Have I seen Apocalypse Now? Absolutely, I've seen Apocalypse Now. I love it. I have the 4K. It's a beautiful 4K, by the way. And that's a classic. And back to your question about Avengers 5 and 6, it's too early to tell. I think Marvel is kinda, like, losing steam a little bit to me. Ant-Man is any indication that, the big franchises are always gonna make money. I think Guardians is gonna be huge. I think Guardians is gonna do well. So we'll see what happens with the Avengers. Um, You love it. You love it. You got the 4K. It's a really good 4K. It's a demo worthy 4K. Marvel is definitely losing steam. It's because they're putting out too much product, and they are trying to dial it back. So maybe that'll help. Um, Apocalypse Now, one of the sharpest. Yeah, it's really beautiful 4K. Really is. The first Friday the 13th was very giallo. Um, Killer's POV and Killer. Not. I think there was hints of giallo in it for sure. But I think if you look at Friday the 13th, it was definitely riffing more on, like, Bay of Blood, which is another Italian film. It really I think Bay of Blood is the first other than Psycho. Some people will say Psycho is the first slasher, but I think Bay of Blood is really the first one. I think it was going more that way than giallo to me. TV shows killed the MCU for you? I totally understand. I totally understand. Have I watched Trauma from 2017? No, but it is on my list. I have a running list of horror movies to watch before Halloween rolls around, and that's one of them. I'm gonna watch it. Georgie Porgy. That's pretty funny. CGI getting significantly worse, um, has killed the MCU for you. Um, reasonable again. Reasonable again. Yeah, because the CGI has gotten significantly worse. I agree. Because it's factory farming type of thing with the CGI now. It doesn't have any original style. All the movies look the same. Yeah, 100% agree. I was watching Civil War the other day, and that movie there's some CG in that movie that doesn't hold up. The de-aging, uh, um, at the beginning of that movie does not work. Works a little better later in the movie, but not much. But that movie had so much love and time and work put into it, that may have been kind of the last one. Um, and, the Russo brothers, let's put it that way. Once they left, kind of the passion left. Have I seen Plan 9 from Outer Space? Yes. I kinda like that movie. It's garbage, but it's fun. The Mystery Science Theater 3000 is kind of fun, but I also really don't like that form of movie stuff now. We need to talk about Kevin. Yeah, that's a special movie. Yep. I don't wanna talk too much about that one because I think people really should, see it. We need to talk about Kevin. It's out there to stream. You should go watch it. Thank you for the follow, Chase Savage. Thank you so much. Movie Dad. Hello, Movie Dad. Do I like the Bond movies? I do. I do. Not the newer ones, though. Are they ever gonna make a Trick or Treat 2? I keep hearing that that might happen. I mean, it's just an anthology, film, so they could. They could. And that movie, the original Trick or Treat, is one of the best anthology films ever made. So, I would like the original creative team, though. I don't want it to just be made. I don't care about a Trick or Treat 2 sequel unless the original creative team comes back and puts the time and love into a sequel that they put in the first one. Give us some good stories. I think it'd be really cool. When I think of Terrifier and Terrifier 2, Terrifier, I don't really care for. I think it's not even a movie, it's just a special effects demo, and as a special effects demo, it's good. Terrifier 2, I really enjoyed Terrifier 2. I love that movie. It finally tries to have a plot, and it goes ridiculous, over the top, '80s style plot, and I don't wanna get into too much of it because 'cause I'm not a spoiler channel, but it's just so much fun, and it's mean as hell. I mean, it's gory, yeah, but on top of gory, it's just mean. He's just mean. It's you're watching it, and like, I saw it in the theater, and I was like, "Damn it, he's so mean." He's not just killing, he's being mean, and I loved it. Uh, 2 is definitely the good one. For 3 and 4, I hope Hope they're good. I hope they're good. Amazing what did I say? Going Blind. We need to talk about Kevin. Yeah, exactly. Going Blind with, over on YouTube, they're saying, "Going blind for when you talk about Kevin and just soak it in. It's an amazing experience," and I 100% concur. 100% concur. What do I think of S Saw 10? Saw 10 coming out this year. I'm pretty mid on it, to be honest. I think Spiral was bad. I think most of the Saw movies are bad. I think the first one could have been great, but it's color graded to look like a Rob Zombie music video and just feels you know, so surreal and unrealistic that I couldn't connect with it. I'm gonna recommend if you like Saw, you like those movies though, I'm gonna recommend the movie that the filmmakers fully admit inspired Saw, and it's a movie called Evil Dead Trap. There's 2 of them. I actually think there's more than 2, but there's definitely 2 that I've watched, and they're ridiculous. They are great, fun movies. And do I have any guilty pleasure movies? Yes. I have tons of guilty pleasure movies. Now, I know there's some debate on the use of the term guilty pleasure. Some people don't like to use it because, of what it infers that a movie is a bad movie that you just like anyway. But I think there's nothing wrong with that because movies are quantifiably bad, and guilty pleasure is a good shortcut way of getting to the point. So I use the term guilty pleasure. I think the first Resident Evil is a guilty pleasure. I like that one a lot. Um, yeah, I think, just trying to think, Revenge of the Ninja in my collection, that's a junk movie, but I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but it's would definitely fall in the guilty pleasure space. I have a ton. Yeah, there's a couple for you. What is Evil Dead Trap? It is a J horror movie from the '80s about a killer who who sets crazy traps for his victims. Unearthed Films has it on Blu-ray. Go get it. Get you that movie. It's good. It's fun. You have most of the Saws on DVD. All right. Is it Saw 10 or Spiral 2? I think they're disowning Spiral, to be honest. Um, yeah, so I mean, I have a lot of guilty pleasures. I mean, I have a bunch of Vinegar Syndromes. I think everything Vinegar Syndrome puts out is pretty much a guilty pleasure. Blood Games, that's a great guilty pleasure. I love that movie. That's a Vinegar Syndrome. Very fun movie. That was actually from, I think, 1990. The new Resident Evil movie was better than the old one. Disagree. Okay, it was the new one maybe could qualify as better than everything outside of the first one. The first Resident Evil movie is good, especially compared to that new one because it's real bad. It just references the game more, which I know people love. Let's see. The new okay. Alrighty, you guys. Um, maybe we'll go 15 more minutes, 14 more minutes. I'll call it a day at 7 CST. Really didn't intend to go this long, but you guys have just been chatting about some cool stuff, and I get to talk about something different because, a lot of times I come in here and I get asked the same questions a lot. So it's cool that you guys hit me with some different stuff. Let's see. Resident Evil 2002 was pretty decent. Is that the original? Is that when the first one was? Because I can't remember. I like that one. Paul Anderson's last watchable movie. I would probably agree with that. It certainly wasn't Event Horizon because that movie's junk. Was Silent Hill the movie Wait, was Silent Hill the movie good to you? Yes, it's not good, but it was good to me. I liked it. I had fun with it. I like Radha Mitchell a lot and enjoyed seeing her in that movie. You know, I like the game, so it did kinda play fun for me. But it's not good, but I like it. What's up, Brian? Thank you for joining. You guys, if you wouldn't mind, tap that like a few times for me. Tap the screen, you know? I could do it. I'm a guitar player, so I have a lot of calluses already on this hand, so I could just um, but yeah, it'll help get the word out about the stuff we're doing here. Let's see. Currently, Reese 2001 is my top viewer. Thank you so much. Followed by Super Forky and Ronan 41. Thank you guys. So I'm sure you saw the film Powder. Yeah, I have, but it's been a long time. I don't know why does the movie keep coming up lately? I'm seeing it in other physical media collectors' lives, and is it that good? Because I know there's controversy around it, and I know that gets attention. Favorite video game villain? So I'm probably not the one to ask about that because I'm a pretty casual video game player. I'm like I loved RE7, but it took me 2 years to get through it because I was just playing a little here and there. I really don't play video games that hardcore. Let's see. Clown House is hard to get for obvious reasons. I actually have never seen it. I have never seen it. Let's see. Originally, George Romero was going to direct Resident, and I think it was a huge mistake to not let George Romero make that film. George Romero should have made the first Resident Evil movie. Is Pyramid Head Nemesis scary to you? No. I mean, maybe they got like a jolt out of me or something during the game. I tell you what video game I do play a lot, and it's because I'm hanging out with friends, is Dead by Daylight. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. I'm thinking of starting a public Discord server if some of you guys wanna play DBD with me. Be forewarned, I kinda suck at it, but I like it. Alright, let's see. If you guys could share the live or at least give me some likes here, maybe we'll get some more questions. What's up, Dallin? I can't see the whole name, Dallin and something. Welcome to the chat. Do I think the 3rd Silent Hill movie will happen? No, I don't. I think they will reboot those movies or that franchise at some point. I think they'll just do a completely new one. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I think they'll just start from scratch, and that's fine because the first one I like, but it's not that good. It's one that they could do better. Alright. Do you like the new Elvis movie? I like parts of it. I think it's okay. I'm not a big Baz Luhrmann fan, so the fact that I even like it a little bit is kind of a big deal, to be honest. What's up, Dakota? Thank you for joining. I like parts of the new Elvis movie. I really like how it ended. It was kinda sentimental. You ever seen Bubba Hotep? I love Bubba Hotep. I do. My friend Mid-Level Media over on he's on TikTok and he's on YouTube. He did not like it. He blind bought it and did not like it. I love that movie. I think it's one of Bruce Campbell's best films. And I like Joe R. Lansdale, the writer of it. I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person, and he's that doesn't impact. If, if you meet someone in person, you can be the coolest person ever. But if you make shit, I'll just say to me, it's shit. But it makes it better if that person happens to be cool. That's a good creator, also. Yeah, so I really like Bubba Hotep. What about it don't you like? Just curious. Oh, the new Elvis movie? Well, I call it Montage the movie because literally the majority of that movie are just quick cut montage scenes. Um, I feel like it's hyperbolic in the way it tells Elvis's story. Yeah, it's just a bunch of quick cut shots. It doesn't tie together in a meaningful way. It's visually interesting, the soundtrack's great. I think Austin Butler is overhyped because I'm not a big Elvis fan, but I could tell when he started singing songs. There's a difference, and it's fine. He did a good job, you know? Not as good as Val Kilmer did playing Jim Morrison, but he did a good job. But yeah, it's okay, and it's way too long. It's too long. But I'm not a Baz Luhrmann fan, so I'm really not, you know, I'm not the audience for it. Did I watch Blonde? No, I didn't watch Blonde. I heard it was terrible. Um, yeah, I just didn't get around to it. She didn't sound right to me either. And normally, I don't care about people's accents. I think anybody can play anybody, but when you're playing Marilyn Monroe and she had such a very specific method of speaking that it was part of who she was, I thought it was important. And in the trailers, Ana de Armas did not sound right. She looked beautiful. I also heard the movie was garbage. Wolf of Wall Street is fantastic. I don't revisit it too often because it's so long, but it's really good. Wolf of Wall Street was controversial? Or Blonde? Yeah, Blonde was controversial. Yeah. I'm interested in some stuff Ana de Armas is doing, though. I mean, I think she's great. I wanna see her John Wick spinoff, Ballerina. I'm interested in that. Ever seen Phantom with Ben Affleck? I did see it, but it's been a lot of years. I can't it seems like I remember thinking it was alright. Is Kate Beckinsale in that movie also? Can't remember. I saw it a long time ago. I only seen it once. John Wick 4? I think John Wick 4 was okay. I think it kinda went too far into cartoon land for me. It's a little too cartoony, and I think the bulletproof jacket is dumb and was one of the worst additions to the franchise. I hate it. Yeah, I think a lot of John Wick looks like a cartoon or a video game more than a movie, and that's why I think the first movie is still the best, followed by the second movie and then the fourth. I think fourth and then the third after that, because I think the third movie was kind of a mess. But yeah, it just went too cartoony for me, but I really did have a good time with it, for sure. Glory? Um, Glory. Are we talking about the Civil War movie? The Matrix, Resurrections. Are you talking about the 4? Matrix 4? I hated it. That was garbage. I it seems like I liked Glory, but I haven't seen it since probably maybe since it came out. I'd have to revisit. Okay, Beckinsale's not in it. I couldn't remember. I haven't seen it since it came out. Matthew Broderick and Denzel. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it seems like I liked it, but it's been so long, I'd have to revisit. I don't watch war movies of any type very often. It's just not my genre. Matrix 4 was not only not needed, it was awful. It was an awful, awful movie. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 12. Um, I guess you're asking about 2? Part 2? Those movies don't really work for me. I just think they're okay. I like Jim Carrey more as a serious actor, to be honest. Or in dark comedy like Cable Guy. That would be more, my jam. I might be thinking of, uh, White Out. You are probably right. That probably is what I was thinking of. But I have seen Phantoms. I remember, Ben Affleck. Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down, both amazing movies. I like them. I have the 4Ks of both of them. Black Hawk Down was one of my first 4K purchases. Um, Saving Private Ryan should have won Best Picture the year it was nominated. It did not, and that's bullshit. Great movies. Again, don't revisit them too often because I don't revisit war movies too often, but I do see everything. I mean, I like Dunkirk a lot too, but I've only seen it twice. Uh, Kinda Dean Koontz like. Okay. What do I think of Christopher Nolan? Well, I just mentioned Dunkirk. I like Christopher Nolan a lot. I think Christopher Nolan is one of the few actual filmmakers still making films. He makes cinema still. Even if you don't like it, it's actual cinema. Tenet was one of the best looking films of all time. That's a hot take. But hey, he did actual physical effects, practical effects in that movie. There's things that are practical in that movie that you would swear are CGI, but they're not. I love that movie. And I get that it's tough to follow. Fine, it's very wants to be very cerebral. It's not as cerebral as it wants to be though. I love it though. Is Heath Ledger the best Joker? Yeah, he is. You got lost in Tenet. I get it. Totally get it. Carrie Fisher is getting a star of fame on May 4th. Why did we have to wait till after she was dead for her to get that? Carrie Fisher has deserved it for a long time. Let's see. Yeah, I have this baby right here. 4Ks, Blu-rays, Christopher Nolan. So yeah, I like Christopher Nolan stuff. I'm excited for Oppenheimer. You know, only Christopher Nolan could make us a biopic of Oppenheimer a horror movie. Worst film I have ever seen. Um, oh, and then Oppenheimer opinion. I'm excited. Like I just said, I'm excited for Oppenheimer. Um, the IMAX trailer is beautiful. Worst film I've ever seen. That's a tough one. I've seen a lot of really shit films. Um, in recent memory, last year, where the Crawdads thing was terrible. Uh, a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I saw the new Children of the Corn, and I really tried to find a way to give it 0 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's really freaking bad. Those are real bad. There's a Daniel Craig, Naomi Watts horror movie called Dream House. It's freaking terrible. I hated that one. I've seen a lot of bad movies, and I should like that Dream. I wanted to like Dream House. I think that's one of the reasons I think it's so terrible. Is I love Naomi Watts, and it ain't good, boys. I've seen every Christopher Nolan movie except his early movies. Well, go back and look; they're all good. Is that Nolan set still available? Yes, I'm pretty sure it's still available. Let's see. Quick look. Because I think it is. But I'll do the legwork for you. Let's see. 4K. Sure is. Amazon has it for $72, which ain't bad for that many movies in 4K. Top tier Christopher Nolan movies too, not just your mama's movies. So good stuff. Memento and Insomnia. Both good movies. Memento's great. I recommend. Insomnia also good. I'd like to revisit Insomnia. Actually, I haven't seen it in a long time. 4K is 149, but not the US version. But it's not the US version. I don't know. I looked at it quick, but I would swear it just said $72. But either way, it's and you're getting all the Blu-rays too. Yeah, it's a good collection. Bonus discs with a lot of extras. It's a shitty box though. I'll tell you what. The box that this comes in is real bad. Oh Lord, y'all. Am I gonna run out of juice here? Oh, shoot. Let me get some juice. Excuse the weird angle real quick while I get some juice here. Because we're gonna die if I don't. All right. Ooh, I cut that close. I wasn't looking. All of a sudden, the juice was. If I can whoa! If I could set this back up. Yeah, all of a sudden the phone was at 4%, but I do have a power supply here, so we rescued it. 72 is the UK version being sold on Amazon. Well, okay, here's the thing about that though, is it doesn't matter about 4K. If you don't care about the Blu-rays that are in the set, you can get the UK version. Who cares? 4K's play fine in a domestic player. You actually like the Saw movies? That's cool. I mean, I liked aspects of them. I liked aspects of them. All right, you guys. We should probably actually wrap it up, though. I said I was going to wrap it up by 7. It's 5 after. Thank you guys for chilling with me. You guys over on YouTube, if you stuck it out to the end, thank you. There will be some new videos coming. You guys on TikTok, there are a lot of things coming. We've got Film Ball Friday night, 8 p.m. CST. Join me. I'll be on here with other creators, Overly Honest Movie Reviews, Jason Frickering, AV Collective, and Nerdy Dustin 2.0 will all be on here playing Fantasy Film Ball for summer movies and discussing those. So join us for that. Thank you for the likes and the follows and all the great stuff. We'll do this again very, very soon. Until then, I'll see you guys later. All right, now YouTube, thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.